Alright, so in this problem, I have x minus 4 to the power 4 is equal to x to the power 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract x to the power of 4 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I have x minus 4 to the power of 4 minus x to the power of 4 is equal to 0. Now, I'm going to rewrite x minus 4 to the power of 4 as x minus 4 squared to the power of 2. Now I have this minus x squared to the power of 2 is equal to 0. Now if I have something in form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, I'm going to have x minus 4 squared plus x squared times x minus 4 squared minus x squared is equal to 0. X minus 4 squared, that's going to be x squared minus 8x plus 16. Now I have this plus x squared times x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus x squared is equal to 0. So then these two cancel out, and I have x squared, the x squares add up, so 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 times negative 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I have 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0, and I have negative 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. So first off, for negative 8x plus 16 equals 0, I get 16 is equal to 8x, and x equals 2. So this is one solution of x. Now for 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 0, I'm going to first start by factoring out 2, so I get 2 times x squared minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. Now I have x squared minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0 because I divide both sides by 2. And now, to solve this, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 4, and c is 8. So I have x is equal to negative of negative 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 8, all over 2 times 1. This is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 32 is negative 16, all over 2, which is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 times the square root of negative 1 over 2. The square root of 16 is 4, so now I have x is equal to 4 plus or minus 4. The square root of negative 1 is I over 2, which is equal to 2 plus or minus 2i. So these are my three solutions to this problem. Alright, so in this problem, I have 9 to the power of 10 plus 9 to the power of 10 plus 9 to the power of 10. And I want to find the most simplified form of this problem. So I actually have 4 answer choices for this problem. So for answer choice A, I have 27 to the power of 30. For answer choice B, I have 9 to the power of 30. For answer choice C, I have 27 to the power of 10. And finally, for answer choice D, I have 3 to the power of 21. So we're going to actually go ahead and check each individual answer choice and see which one uses the right exponential rules to get the correct simplified answer. So let's first start with A, which is 27 to the power of 30. So to get this, what has likely been done is they added all of the bases as well as the exponents. And 9 plus 9 plus 9, that's 27. 10 plus 10 plus 10, that's 30. So that's how they got the answer. And this is actually wrong. That's not the right way to add exponents. Now for B, we have 9 to the power of 30. And to get this, what's likely been done is keeping the base the same as it is. So all the bases are 9, so we keep that the same. And then we add all the exponents. So we do 9 to the power of 10 plus 10 plus 10. And 10 plus 10 plus 10, that's 30, and 9 stays the same. So I have 9 to the power of 30. and this is actually wrong as well. That's also not the right way to add exponents. Now for C, we have 27 to the power of 10. How you get this is you add all the bases and keep the exponent the same. So you do 9 plus 9 plus 9 to the power of 10. We keep the exponent 10 the same. 9 plus 9 plus 9, that's 27. So we have 27 to the power of 10. That's how you got this answer. And that is wrong as well. That's not the right way to add exponents. Finally, we have 3 to the power of 21, and by process of elimination, this is obviously the right answer, but let's see how we actually get this. So, we first do 9 to the power of 10 plus 9 to the power of 10 plus 9 to the power of 10. And now if I factor out 9 to the power of 10, I get 9 to the power of 10 times 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 9 to the power of 10 times 3. 9 to the power of 10, that's the same thing as 3 squared to the power of 10 times 3, which is equal to 3 to the power of 20 times 3 to the power of 1, which is equal to 3 to the power of 21. So that is our answer. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 3x plus 2 to the power of x is equal to 10. So first off, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 3x, that's going to equal 2 to the power of x to the power of 3. So I have this plus 2 to the power of x is equal to 10. Now I'm going to let 2 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have y to the power of 3 plus y is equal to 10. Now if I subtract 10 on both sides, I get y to the power of 3 plus y minus 10 is equal to 0. And I'm actually going to rewrite y here as 5y minus 4y. Now if I rewrite this in the form y to the power of 3 minus 4y plus 5y minus 10 is equal to 0, I can factor out y, so y times y squared minus 4 plus 5 times y minus 2 is equal to 0. Y squared minus 4, that's the same thing as y plus 2 times y minus 2. I have this times plus 5 times y minus 2 is equal to 0. Now if I factor out y minus 2, I have y minus 2 times y times y plus 2 plus 5. This is all equal to 0, and this is the same thing as y minus 2 times, if I distribute y, I have y squared plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I have y minus 2 is equal to 0, and I have y squared plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. So first off, for y minus 2 equals 0, I obviously get y equals 2, and for y squared plus 2y plus 5 equals 0, if I use the quadratic formula, I get negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 times 1 times 5 all over 2, which is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of, well, this is 4 minus 20, which is equal to the square root of negative 16, and you can't take the square root of a negative number, so this is wrong. So my only solution for y is 2. Now going back here, remember how we set 2 to the power of x equal to y. So now I have 2 to the power of x equals 2, meaning x is equal to 1. So now to check, let's go ahead and plug this back into our equation here. So I have 2 to the power of 3 times 1 plus 2 to the power of 1 is equal to 10. 2 to the power of 3 is 8 plus 2 is equal to 10, meaning 10 is equal to 10. So this is right.